scream bravo. Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show.
Hey everybody, it's Paul from Gauntlet Comix. I'm here today to do a long overdue video. Been wanting to do this since 2017. It's about the book that drove me nuts and took me almost to the edge with modern comics. It's part of the reason why you don't see modern comic reviews on my channel, because I don't trust them. I have to be really convinced that they're really good, have good art, have good story, and just really be outstanding. I don't like mediocrity in what I read. Yeah, I'm a little spoiled. I've read some great books in my time, collected some great books, so I know I'm a little spoiled, and sometimes my expectations can be a little high. So this book is The Totally Awesome Hulk #1. Give you a little background. This is in 2017. I had stepped away from the comic book realm for a few years due to other responsibilities such as paying for cars, paying for a house, just living life. And sometimes there's not room for my hobby in that life, and that's okay. That's part of being a grown-up, being a big boy, a married big boy. But I started watching the videos on YouTube about the comic industry in general, and it piqued my interest. There were warnings out there, about how much the industry had changed with such things as replacement of Iron Man with Riri Williams, Lady Thor, who else was there? All that, Squirrel Girl, America Chavez, all kinds of people saying, watch out. These comics are getting very SJW-ish. The stories are not the same. You don't get the same punch for your dollar. Prices have gone up, of course. So it whet my appetite. I started to get hungry. And when I start getting hungry for comics, there's certain ones I look for to feed that. Generally speaking, they're Wolverine, Daredevil, or the Hulk, or the Incredible Hulk. So I went to our local comic book store. Really didn't see any reviews on this. Looked at the cover. I should have known by the cover. I mean, this cover is horrible. I mean, lacks definition. The colors are bad. The Hulk just looks muted. But I'm like, you know what? I am so hungry for a comic book. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Take it home, open it up, and this is what I'm greeted with. Something a little bit new. This is how they open comics these days. As you'll see from this, the Totally Amazing Hulk is not Bruce Banner. It's actually super genius teenager Amadeus Cho. He cured Bruce Banner and took on the powers and mantle of the Hulk. At this point, waves of giant monsters known as Leviathans are approaching Earth, intent on raising the world. While the threat is not yet fully understood, sometimes it takes a monster to fight monsters. This story takes place just before the events of Monsters Unleashed. Fair enough. Not really what I'm accustomed to, but I can deal with it. I'm more used to opening up the splash pages. So here we go. The story is in Seoul, North Korea. Now, I'm familiar with Amadeus Cho from my readings of the Hulk. I really like the character. He's a super genius. I believe he's like in the top 5 of the smartest people in the Marvel Universe at this point. But already, look at this art. This art's ridiculous. It looks like it's for the back of a cereal box. Okay? The story isn't that good either. I mean, just one example. I don't know if they're just trying to focus in on how genius Amadeus Cho is, but he's having this conversation with White Fox, and he needs to do the Rubik's Cube so he can focus on what she's saying, otherwise he gets bored. Fine, whatever. Once again, I'm just looking at this going, what did I buy for almost $5? And it continues. Horrible art. Look at that. Like I said, I go to the back of a cereal box and get this type of art. Story's progressing. I'm starting to get some hope because it's getting interesting. Oh, God. Look at this thing. Seriously? Really? I was even thinking maybe like Grand Theft Auto art, but Grand Theft Auto art's way better. This is 5 hours later on the Pacific coast. They hear these monsters are coming. He goes out. He goes through explaining how happy he is to have these powers now. Or not, yeah, or how he can use them. I don't know. How he can use them to save the world, basically. Talks about how we're both monsters. And we both know what happens next, basically the fight. A lot of first person narrative. And as you go through, you start to see that there's this self-inflicted, oh, I can't be the full Hulk because it's so fearful because Bruce told me. Oh, and look at this. Before I go on. Look at, God, this is the worst splash page ever. This is horrible. Look at this. I mean, are these buildings three-dimensional? What's up? And then you have this big wave of dirt where this is back in Seoul. I just don't get it. It's weird. It was just totally foreign to me. Going through. So, anyways, as you go through, you see he's in this big conquest of, oh, I need to control my powers because Bruce had warned me it's based on fear, and he doesn't want to be afraid, and he doesn't want to go full Hulk because he knows what will happen. He wants to tap the power and feel the energy. Yada, yada, yada. If anybody disagrees with my synopsis there, please just let me know. But, God, it was horrible. I mean, look at... Really? Really? Look at the worded... The close-up. I mean, give me a box of freaking Captain Crunch. I'll read the back of that. It'll be more interesting. I mean, seriously. So, we go through. That's the first chapter. So, I'm hoping, hey, maybe this will get back to being good. Now we get the story about his sister, Madame Curie Maddie Cho, who is a teenage genius and acting CEO of the Olympus Group. She has often mission control for her brother Amadeus Cho's adventures as the totally awesome Hulk, until his reckless behavior caused her to step away from that role. Still, she can't ignore her need to help when Leviathans start landing all over the globe. Math is magic. Cool, whatever. He lost control, so she doesn't want to control him anymore. She's still controlling him, though. Once again, subpar art. I mean, I got to this chapter, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is going to get better. Art's going to get better. Look at that car. I mean, really? 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 Here, let me move the camera. Look at those cars. This is ridiculous. At least it's a little bit better than the back of a cereal box. So we go through. She's got to call another planet to get help with dealing with these monsters. Go through the whole thing with how anything's possible with math. That's how she can reach this lady in another galaxy. She's up there fighting these Leviathans. No, she's come to rescue these monsters. Once again, horrible art. Horrible. And talk about being turned off. Guardians of the Galaxy, one of my favorite titles. I saw this ad, I'm like, forget it. I'm not going to get that. Forget it. Looks more like the same crap I got here. So, to be fair... Oh, and this drove me nuts, too. This whole Daredevil thing. It's about Booking.com and Daredevil in a bathrobe at a resort. Whatever. So, to be fair, I know that they're probably trying to reach a different demographic. I mean, I'm even willing to say that I'm getting old and crotchety. I don't appreciate that type of art. You know, I'm a very open-minded person, and I always try to support the industry. And I even try more hard. This is why, I'll be honest with you, this is a little hard for me to do this critique because I want to support the industry. I want to sell comics to people. I want to sell comics to kids. I want them to enjoy them. But come on. What are you trying to do? Sell to a kindergartner? Seriously. If I had bought this when I was 14 years old, I would have trashed it. I would not have saved it. I would not have collected it. I wouldn't even read it. They're insulting the intelligence of kids these days, or they're savvy. They have all kinds of media being thrown at them. They know what's good and what's bad. So I guess my thing is, why not give them what I had as a kid? Why not give them what they had 10 years ago? So to be fair, let's do a little comparison. It's World War Hulk, as I've mentioned before on this channel, one of my favorite Hulks, my favorite times in the Hulk history. If you look on here, you got Peter David as an author. I think it's CB Weeks. Let me see. Let's see. Lee Weeks, sorry. Not C, my fault. I got that mixed up. I mean, you got some classic artists on here doing this, and a classic writer and Peter David. Now, in all fairness, there's not a splash page here. But listen to this description, okay? Let me fix that glare there. Sorry, I'm using a new tool, and I'm having difficulty getting used to it. So, here we go. A rampaging monster with near limitless power. Fearing the threat he posed to humanity, Earth's most powerful heroes shot Hulk into space. Landing on a faraway planet, Hulk became an emperor and fell in love. But the shuttle sent Hulk away from Earth exploded, killing millions of people, including Hulk's queen and the baby growing inside of her. Filled with rage, Hulk and his war-bound warriors have set course for Earth to bring revenge upon those he holds responsible for destroying his world. And those people would be the Illuminati, which is Tony Stark, Doctor Strange. God, I can't remember the whole crew in that. Mr. Fantastic, Professor X. They sent him away. So already, look at this art. This is incredible. Look at the splash page. That's how you open it up right there. Sorry for it. Hold on. Let me fix the glare. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry. There. That's much better. I mean, it's gorgeous. Look at this. Look at all the details. The coloring. Let's compare. Look at this one. Once again. There's your first page for that. Cereal box. Captain Crunch. Okay. Compare. Look at the difference. And let's even be fair. Let's go to the second story. Here. Let's go to the second story. We'll compare that. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Let's compare that first page to the second story. Hold on here. Sorry, guys. I should have bookmarked this. I mean, really. Seriously. Compared to this. It's gorgeous. Look at the lettering. Okay. You know what? Be fair, even fair. I'm going to just randomly pick pages here. Look at it all his might. Look at that. That's the Hulk. Full powered. Rage. Fighting for the ones against the ones he loved. Look at it. There's Thing going up against him. That's one of the first people he goes up to get to, Mr. Fantastic. He is so powerful, nobody can stop him. Okay? Look at that. Breaks Mr. Fantastic away from him. Going up against Tony Stark. Boom. Okay. Look at this. Just incredible. Just incredible artwork. So, yeah, maybe I'm spoiled. This is meant to be funny. That goes too about what happened with the Hulk when they sent him out. Even the ads are drawn better. Oh, look at that ad compared to the other one. Really. Look at this. Even when they switched it up here, it's more anime style. I mean, that's at least what they could have done on this other one, was going anime style. It would have been cooler. Look at that. Freaking awesome. Look at that. There he is versus Hercules. Wolverine. God, beautiful artwork. Beautiful storytelling. But really, this is probably why I didn't like it. It being this totally awesome Hulk. Then, I was like, okay, let's even be more fair. I'll go ahead and go back to my other favorite story, Planet Hulk, The Incredible Hulk. Already, it's years ahead. I mean, look at that cover. That's insane. The detail involved. This is written by Greg Lopresti, art by Aaron Lopresti and Sandu Floria. I'm not going to read this to you. I think you're getting the point. Okay, kicking that off right away. It's incredible. Okay, you already probably have the cereal box Hulk ingrained in your memory right now. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at the art. Look at the color on this. The fading. That's not even a splash page. So, there is good news of this story. There is good news. After all this time now, things are starting to get pulled. Look at this framework. Boom, boom. Things are starting to get pulled together. Immortal Hulk came out, changed everything. Actually, started getting people back into hero comics. They brought Hulk back to where he needs to be. Sometimes I don't like the art in that, but it's so much better than the totally awesome Hulk. That's for sure. So that's my story. That's the comic that sent me over the edge. It actually scared me so much I didn't want to open a comic book store. But like I said, the good news is they came around, got their senses about to them, started telling the stories. I know that today's kids would love these stories. Absolutely adore them. Excuse me. A superpowered Hulk is the only way to go. He's a man, bottom line. And yeah, you can still go about the drama of how Bruce fights with a Hulk in his head all the time and tries to keep him going nuts. That's a shoo-in for these stories. But essentially with this, you might as well put the Hulk in a tutu. And by the way, look at the hair. Okay, now we got an Arby's Big Boy thing going on. Or a Campbell Soup twin. Seriously. You might as well put him in a tutu and have him go to a ballerina and, wear snowflake shoes. Sorry, if anybody likes ballerina or ballet, I don't mean that as an insult. But my Hulk doesn't wear tutus. My Hulk wears purple pants. He doesn't have a mohawk faux hawk going on. So, look, jeez. What are you, in the 50s, dude? This just still kills me. This has got to be the worst art in a Hulk book I've ever seen. So, that's it for me. I'll stop ranting now. Thanks for listening. Hope you're having a great day. Please remember, like and subscribe. If you are a subscriber, please like and share. And thank you for everything you do. Thanks for watching. Watch for my next comic book haul jam coming out. It'll be number 3. That haul is insanely big. So we might actually come down to 4 or 5 parts. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.